The Man United board have just announced that they want to take some profits out of the club. I mean, I understand doing this if we were winning a lot of trophies, but when Manchester United have not won a single Premier League title in over a decade, this feels rather ridiculous. Especially considering we've made so much progress in building this Man United team. Players like Mitoma, Emi Martinez, and of course our star signing of the summer, Guirassy. And now the board wants to take away our 172 million? Apparently it's because they want to recoup the losses they made on the likes of Sesko and Xerxes. But come on, man, this is not the way. We really do need this money because we found massive issues in this team. First of all, Guirassy's injury. We did not expect that. Because of that, we've barely seen him in action. Rashford, who's back from his loan spell, he's had to step up. And also young Chido Obi. The major issue, though, for us is at the back. De Ligt and Yoro finally starting to get exposed. And I think if we want to be serious, win the Premier League, win the Champions League, we might need to spend big on a centre-back. And with the board just making the announcement that at the end of the season, they'll take away whatever money we have left. It won't carry over to the next season. We gotta spend this in January. Usually, I don't like making massive signings in January because I feel it kind of destabilizes the team. But with the financial situation we're in, you never know, man. The board might just take away all the profits and not give us a good budget for the following season. I don't want to be in a situation like that. So once we're in January, we're gonna break the bank to bring in a ridiculously good centre-back. Until then, though, we gotta keep pushing to stay as close to Liverpool as possible in the Premier League. We're 6 points off, but with the game in hand, it could be only 3. Actually, that game in hand is against Burnley, who are literally lost. But saying that, I do not want to underestimate Burnley. Now, by the way, we do have some good news. Guirassy is back in training, but he's not fully fit. It'll take him about like a week to be 100%. And we do have a press conference question about that. Now that Guirassy is back from his injury, you put him straight away in the starting 11, or use Chido Obi until he's fully fit because of his amazing form. I don't want to risk another injury to Guirassy because him becoming a goal machine is, I think, what we need to win the big trophies. So we'll definitely ease him in. Maybe towards December, we'll make him a starter. But yeah, it's a good shout to have Chido Obi as a starter. But do not sleep on Marcus Rashford. Ever since he's been back here at Man United, he's playing, I feel, with vengeance. A point to prove to all the Man United fans that wrote him off. I mean, he scored a hat-trick for us. I don't think any striker has done that yet for us in this series. And so, yup, against Burnley, I'm going to have Rashford start. Also, I think we need to be super attacking in this game. So instead of Baleba, we'll put Mainu. And we are not losing this game, boys. Look at Rashford. He looks in the mood. You guys think I should give Marcus Rashford a better kit number? He's wearing number 26. I know it would be a bit emotional to give him that number 10, but I feel like taking it away from Cunha is, nah. That just feels too harsh. Mitoma right now looking for options to see what he can do as he goes out wide for Mbumo. I don't like these conditions, man. It's raining like crazy and it's causing all the passes to be off. This is like the perfect conditions for Burnley to sneak away with like a 1-0 win. We can't allow that. Rashford, couple of nice touches as he then looks for Mbumo. If he can get it on his left foot, which he can, that's a good save. Who's that Hannibal Mejbri? I remember him being part of the Man United team. Didn't really succeed here. Oh, what a ball that is for Cunha. No. Controls it well again to Dubravka. How? That's what I'm telling you, man. There's something about Burnley that just makes them so annoying to play. Like, how have they not conceded yet? Oh, that's a lovely run being made by Cunha. Surely now, no. Wait, that was a goal kick. Cunha just put it wide. That's even worse, man. Okay, I need to just calm down. All we need is the first goal, because I know then we'll get the job done. You know what? Tactically, I think I need something different. We're just crowding the midfield way too much. So maybe I will have Mitoma as well as Mbumo play like a winger. In that case, we might benefit by having Ahmad. Some tactical changes, boys, and let's hope it works. You know what? In a game like this against Burnley, I feel like this is where we're missing Guirassy. Bruno Fernandes seeing that run of Cunha, but why was that pass so overhit? You know what? This hasn't been Rashford's game. I'm gonna have to bring on Obi. If there was ever a time for us to get a set-piece goal, it's not now. Not against Burnley. Bro, this has legit been the most Burnley performance ever. They've barely touched the ball. Yet, somehow, this game is still 0-0. Although now, could be a chance for Chido Obi. He's kept himself onside, but Dubravka again. I don't even know if it's possible to beat this Burnley team, man. It's actually insane. Although, Mbumo finding a bit of space, Dubravka again. Well, we can only blame ourselves here. It's a 0-0 draw. We had all the chances in the world, but just not clinical enough. And it shows, man. As good as Rashford is, as good as Chido Obi is, they're not going to be the ones to finish that one opportunity we might get. For that, we need someone like find Girassi. Now, in other news, looks like Vinicius Jr. gets his Ballon d'Or.
Oh, no. Anyway, last week...
But yeah, we don't really care about that. Straight away, we need to focus on Champions League football. I'm still not going to risk Girassi. He's recovering. I will start Rashford again in this game. Against Lille, he might get more space. By the way, he was electric in that last episode, so he's your player of the episode. But I'm hoping we see more from him. At the back, we'll put Licha. Also, I'm going to play El Hilali. But bro, this guy is still homesick for some reason. I don't know when things are going to be fine for him, man. It's actually crazy. We got to put that Burnley nonsense behind us, man. I want a big win here. Lewis Hall is trying to make that happen as I see a cutback opportunity, and Matheus Cunha. Right place, right time. I'm glad we've sorted out our left-back problems, man, because I was getting really annoyed with Ian Maatsen not being a success. But now Lewis Hall seems like the exact player we need, and he just goes and gives away the ball. But we've got Licha, no problem. Lovely ball, and the link-up play. Cunha gets it back. I should be laying it off for Mbumo. There's the second. That's the kind of football we weren't able to play against Burnley, but it's working out against Lille. Now, that's exactly the result we needed in the Champions League. Training injury clash. A challenging day at training took a turn for the worse as both Emi Martinez and Mbumo sustained injuries. Regrettably, neither player will be fit for selection. Are you joking? Both of them got cooked? Wait a minute. Don't tell me these are like long-term injuries, man. Like, honestly. Oh, my days. It's an ACL for Emi. Okay, wait. No. It's not an ACL. It's an MCL, which isn't as bad. But he will be out for a couple of months. I'm so glad we've got Lemens at the club. It's once again going to be his time to shine. But Mbumo could be brutal, man. And he's broken his foot. What were they even doing in training, man? He's out for a couple of months too. Just as Girassi gets to full fitness, we've now got another couple of major injuries. I guess thankfully Ahmad is there in the squad. He's going to play a big part. Also, Lemens comes back in. With all these injuries, we got to now expect more from Girassi. I need him to carry us through these difficult times. Oh, Ahmad wins that. This is really looking dangerous here. Still Ahmad looks to find Girassi. It couldn't get to him. I think we got to be patient with Girassi because he's just come back from his injury. This is looking nice. It's Girassi inside the box, finding that space, but no shot. Oh, Baleba's got an outpace there, and Reece James can't catch up as well. Who is this kid? He's run through our entire defense. Lemens making a big save. And on the attack, though, we go with Amad Diallo. What a chance this is for him to step up in Mbumo's absence, and that is what Amad does. That was only his first goal of the season, but we're going to need a lot more from him. A lot more from that man, Girassi, who's now linking up nicely. He's pushed himself wide, which I don't know why. But we're going to move the ball around nicely. And here's Reece James. He's got a bit of pace in him, yeah? Simple cut back. But oh, Girassi gets a free goal. Do you know what? I know that's a tap-in. But he did his job being in the right place at the right time. His first ever Premier League goal. Oh, man. Girassi back to goal is so effective as he links up nicely, yeah? Shields the ball really well. Gets past the defender. And that is why we've signed Girassi. This is what a fully fit version of him can do. Now, all we need to see is Girassi being consistent and keeping that form up. We're heading to Newcastle and I want to see him score. But at the back again, we've got problems. De Ligt is not fully fit. Lisandro Martinez looks super tired as well. We've already got a bit of an injury crisis, man. This way we're going to have more injuries. That is why it's going to be so important once we get to January to sign another centre-back. I think for now, De Ligt is just going to have to play. You know what? I'm not worried. With Girassi back, the team should be a lot better as he finds Reece James. Here we go. On the attack. Reece, the pace. Oh, Elanga's gone through and that was a really bad challenge. Could that be a red card? It's only a yellow, bro. That should have been a red. We've been let off. I'm sure fans of rival clubs are going to say that we've rigged the referees. Elanga with a lovely cross. Nobody was marking Visa, who goes for goal. Lemens with a good save. Bro, if we're not careful, Newcastle might be able to sneak something out of this. Well, we've got Girassi running through, shielding the ball nicely, trying to find some space to go for goal. Girassi, are you mad? That was ridiculous. Back from his injury, and he's showing why we spent all that money, why we backed him. That came off the post in as well. Look at the curl Girassi got on it. Outrageous. Okay, suddenly we've gotten a bit too excited and given Newcastle way too much space. Nobody went for the tackle, and it's 1-1. Okay, we're going to win this game no matter what, and Cunha made that look so easy. No. We're not conceding, boys. We're not conceding. De Ligt, what a challenge that. He read that so well. And now Girassi just keeps fighting with the ball. And how does he manage to do that? No. Girassi there should have made it 3-1. No. Not in the 90th minute, man. Not in the 90th minute. And no. Bruno Guimaraes of all players. Newcastle just don't give up, do they? How do we not win this game? That is so frustrating, boys. We had a really good chance to close the gap down to Liverpool. But now it's going to remain 6 points. Do we have an update on our injured players? Yes, I think we do. Emi Martinez, still going to be out for like 5 weeks. Same with Mbumo. In fact, more 6 weeks for him. Do you know what? In their absence, I think we've still done a really good job. Ahmad has stepped up. Lemens has done a decentish job. But now in the Champions League against Dortmund, we're going to have a real test. I think if we win this game, top 8 is going to look very, very likely. And it just hit me that Girassi is out here playing against his former club. I would love to see him score. Amad Diallo, and guess who I see in the box? It's Girassi who finishes that coolly and does not celebrate as well against his former club, showing a bit of respect. But nah, bro, Girassi's goal record ever since he came back from injury has been crazy. There were a lot of comments from you guys doubting Girassi, saying that why did I call him a world-class striker? Well, you guys are seeing it now. He was the top scorer in the Champions League for Dortmund, and now he's doing crazy stuff for us as well. Clear the ball away. No, Joe Bellingham hit the post. Lemens catch it. Well, with 1-0, we can't just rest. We've got to try and push for the second because, yeah, Dortmund are very capable. No, Lenny Yoro, what did you do there? De Ligt is now all alone here. He's going to try everything. But, oh my days, we had to rely on that going wide. For a second, I thought it was in. See that run being made by Girassi. Oh, the touch, and he actually took out the defender as well. I think Girassi's done his job for this game. We're going to bring on a bit of pace. I'm thinking Rashford. Actually, let's bring on Chido Obi, as well as Rashford for the left midfield spot. Mainu as well. And already Obi has just come on, and he's got a chance here to score, maybe. Big save. Rashford, though, on the rebound, couldn't get there. I think this strategy of subbing on Obi and Rashford for pace, bro, it could be the play that gets us a lot of wins. Because just look at the pace, and once Rashford gets going, how do you even stop him? He's going to try and create space here. Does so. Rashford with the shot. Rashford with the goal. And that seals the win for us against Dortmund. After that result, I think we're looking really confident in the Champions League. We're second right now. And I'll be honest, our last couple of Champions League games, I don't think are going to be that difficult. The fact that with all the injuries, we still managed to pretty much secure top 8. Bro, I've got a feeling maybe the board were right. We should be aiming for the big trophies because right now we're in it for everything. Although, yeah, guys, the defense, we've got to do something about it. De Ligt, for some reason, his stamina is just getting destroyed. Lenny Yoro as well. We're having a lot of stamina issues in our backline, and I think the time has now come for us to start discussing what we're going to do with this 172 mil. And well, I want to go Brazilian. We've got Murillo, who's currently playing at Atalanta. He was amazing for Nottingham Forest, and that's why I know if we end up signing him, he could elevate our defense by quite a bit. Look at the pace he's got. Man, he's going to be so insane. But then there's even Bremer, more experienced, 86 rated, balling out for Juventus. I think he's a real option too. And actually, we are not done with the Brazilians because there's Eder Militao as well. And don't forget, Man United do have a history of signing players from Real Madrid, especially towards the latter stages of their career. I remember when they brought Varane, and now we could do the same thing by bringing in Militao. He is a bit injury prone, that's the only worry. And we've really had no luck with injuries this season. Also, I do feel like with Real Madrid having Dean Howson, they might look to ship off Militao for some cash. This deal might be possible. But you know what? Right now, we'll keep all 3 of them in the shortlist. But now, though, we've got to just focus on the Premier League to try and cut that gap short to Liverpool. But it's going to be a massive challenge for us as we're facing Arsenal, 2nd versus 3rd in the Premier League. I think if any of these teams lose, it might kick them out of the title race. I think in a game like this, I need some passion in that midfield, so Mainu will start. Do I play Rashford as well instead of Mitoma? Come on, man, against Arsenal, I feel like Rashford might have a big game. This season, we've shown that in the Champions League, we are ready to take on anybody almost. In the Premier League, though, Liverpool's advantage is quite big, and we got to show it now by beating Arsenal to prove that we're proper contenders too. Some really nice linked-up play. I couldn't pull it off. Saliba's going to be insane. That is one thing that also convinces me that we need to make a big centre-back signing, because look at Arsenal. They've got Saliba and Gabriel. Liverpool have got VVD. I think we need a player of that caliber. It's Rashford, though, looking to probe, and he uses the step-overs to get through. Marcus Rashford, now across here for Girassi. Nobody attacked it. Oh, Gyökeres. Gyökeres is going to be tough to deal with. How has he managed to go through their big save from Lemens? Okay, bro, Lewis Hall is going to have a tough night, but so far he's dealing with Saka well. And Cunha looking for Girassi, who's managed to break through. Can't get the shot off properly. Why did he use his left foot? Rashford again opening up some space. This is what he can really do. Looking to go for goal. Oh, that's off the crossbar. So unlucky. Bro, if the scoreline remains the same, it's only going to help Liverpool. We need to try and get a result here. Oh, Rashford has gotten a lot of pace. He's having the best game I think he has has for us for quite a while. Just the finishing touches in there. Okay, De Ligt is just not catching up to Saka. What do we do here? Lenny Yoro gets completely mugged. Then Laments with a big save. How are we not a goal down in this game? Instead, Rashford is on the other end, trying to attack here. Still Marcus Rashford, finding open space. Goes for it, but drags it wide. I think we need some changes, folks. We're going to sub off Girassi, bring on Chido Obi. Not like this, man. Gabriel Martinelli is too quick to deal with. Lenny Yoro can't really do much. And Laments again. We're so lucky Gyökeres is having a nightmare in front of goal. Oh, De Ligt. Does he think he's a left winger? Because look at him go. Still De Ligt. How does he have the pace? He cuts it back for Rashford, but again gets blocked. Bro, this might be one of the craziest nil-nils I've ever experienced so far. It could change at any moment here. And right now, it's looking like it could change for Arsenal. Odegaard is on the charge. Lenny Yoro does well. And we get it away. Bro, I just hate the fact that Liverpool are enjoying watching this happen. Because as things stand, they're going to now get an 8-point lead in the Premier League. Unless we can maybe score. And no, boys, we couldn't score. That is so annoying. Right after getting a bad result, I don't think this is a good thing from Chido Obi. He's asked for a new contract. And the board have told me to get this sorted. And wait, he submitted a transfer request? Oh, I must have missed negotiating his contract from before because he does want a new deal. And to be fair, boys, he's on less than 10k per week. That's got to change because he's been that good. Up to a 70 overall as well. And yeah, we're going to pretty much double his wages. I think it's well deserved. Got to be careful about the messages I get, man, because you never know. Some players might want to renew. But yeah, looks like for now we're all fine with the squad. Wait a minute, boys. Looks like Liverpool have floundered a little bit because the gap is now just 5 points. Halfway through the season, and it is starting to look like we might have a chance, especially now that we're in January and we can strengthen our team even more. And I think, boys, I have made my decision. As good as Murillo is, as good as Bremer is, I'm willing to take a chance in Ed Militao. I know he's injury prone, but he's got Champions League winning experience. That is what this Manchester United team needs. He'll be so much better than De Ligt or even Lenny Yoro. And honestly, for some reason, Real Madrid aren't asking an atrocious amount of money for him. Could we get this deal done for like 55 million? And yes, we can with the sell-on clause, but that's perfectly fine. We're gonna have to make him one of the highest paid players in the club. That's just because of the accolades Militao has won. But without a shadow of doubt, I'm willing to do that and welcome Militao to Manchester United. With this transfer, boys, I can definitely say the serious business is about to begin. As long as nothing unexpected happens later on in this window, I think we've got our team that's ready to take on both the Premier League and the Champions League. But as I said before, anything can happen. Click here to continue watching.